What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of my career mode here in Ala Mobile. We are in Italy for the Imola GP, and as you can see, I'm already on the hot lap for disqualifying for the first run, and the Red Bull comes out of the pit and I have to make a wide action and run off the track, and the lap time is deleted. Now I have to, and because I haven't got enough fuel to make more laps, I have to come to the pit and refuel to make my lap. This now isn't so really great because I haven't got unlimited time. Hopefully I can nevertheless set my time. Now coming into the pits, refueling the car and then get out again. Now finally onto the flying lap. Hopefully this time I won't get distracted by anybody. Ferrari comes out on the pits. Oh, again a Red Bull in front. Hopefully he's not holding me up. Through Tamburello we go, down to Villeneuve chicane. Big dive, big send on the Red Bull, and we get him. So no time lost, and already purple first sector. Now up the hill onto this turn, and then down the hill down to Aqua Minerale. This double right-hander, and then we come to a chicane which I forgot the name of, but we run through it and get a good run through it, and now down to the final two corners. Good exit through the final corner, and hopefully we get a good lap time. And it will be a 1:12.4 crazy time. Here are the Q1 results, and I'm through. I will be in Q2. And here you go, first Q2 run. Open the DRS using the overtake and getting a top speed of 326 kph. And now through Tamburello we go once again, down to Villeneuve, and I run wide and the time gets deleted, even when I think I wasn't off the track, I don't know. But now I have to refuel again because I again haven't got enough fuel to make 2 flying laps. So getting into the pits and refuel the car and get out again. Now getting out of the pits again. Meanwhile, already everybody made his lap, so I'm down to P15. Now for the actual run of Q2. Again a Red Bull is coming out of the pits, trying to distract our lap, but now I'm far enough ahead that he can't. So I try in this lap to get through into Q3 for the first time in this season. I don't know what I have done in the last weekend in Q3, so never mind. Now we are in this weekend, and already set a purple first sector. Now down to Aqua Minerale we go. Up the hill again to the next chicane. This time we don't get a very good run through this chicane. Aston Martin ahead. Hopefully he's not holding me up. Second purple sector. Down to the final two corners we go. Good exit through the last corner. And now hopefully a good run to the start finish line. And it will be a 1:14.3. Good time. And this will get me through to Q3. And our teammate ended up in P12. So first run in Q3. Normally this should be enough if nobody distracts me or I make a mistake. So we'll see. Through Tamburello we go. Good exit of the chicane. Now down to Villeneuve chicane. Chicane is a bit tricky because the first turn is a faster turn than the second turn, and you have to brake during your turning. It's a bit difficult, but it's okay. So down the hill, down to Aqua Minerale we go once again. Up the hill again to the next chicane. This time a better run, but not a perfect run through the chicane. Down to the final two corners we go. Setting two purple sectors. And we have to beat a time of a 1 minute 26.5. I think this should be easy to beat. And I'm setting a 1:14.8, I think. The last sector even wasn't purple. So here are the Q3 results. And I'm down to P6. I got a 5th place grid penalty during free practice because hitting Esteban Ocon. Probably that's why I'm down to P6. Because here also I have got the fastest lap time. So never mind. I'm looking forward to the race. Here are the quali results overall, and now the 5 red lights are on and off we go for the race. Good start. Directly overtaking a McLaren and a Ferrari, but the McLaren comes back and I brake much later than the McLaren. He brakes, he moves under braking, and I can't react fast enough and crash into him, and he spins. And I have to go over the gravel, and the Red Bull overtakes me instead. So I'm now up to P5 or down to P5 because I was already in P4. The Ferrari of Leclerc makes a big send into this turn, but I can stay ahead. For the moment I'm now up to P5 or down to P5. Now through Aqua Minerale we go. Up the hill to the next chicane. I lost a bit of time to the top 4. Hopefully I can gain that time. Now down to the final 2 corners we go. The Aston of Lance Stroll, he tries to overtake us and I brake much too late and run through the gravel as Checo Perez did in real life. And so I lost the 2 positions and I'm down to P7. Hopefully I can regain some positions. I don't want to end up in P7. This is a so good race until now. but when I get screwed over during the pit stops, I won't get any points maybe. Now making the move on the Ferrari, and I'm up to P6 again. Good effort. Hopefully I can make up more places. Oh, the Ferrari has a very good top speed. I barely can't defend him, but I could, and I run wide. I go onto the grass and off the track, and the Ferrari goes through again, but making a big sand on the Ferrari, and I'm through of him. I overtook him again. Now defending the final corner, trying to let him pass to get the DRS, and then overtake him again. But the run through the final corner wasn't very good, so he overtakes me again. But now I have got DRS and overtake also activated, and my top speed is even with DRS and overtake not good enough to do anything against the Ferrari. Instead, the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso caught up to me and tries to overtake me into Villeneuve, but I brake later and can stay ahead. So now the Ferrari runs wide through Tamburello, get a good exit and send it down the inside of Villeneuve, and I can re-overtake him. Now in lap 5 I'm trying to overtake the Aston and a slow McLaren. What's the McLaren doing? This made it easier, and what's happened? I slide over the grass and collide with the barriers, but luckily I turned off damage and I was far enough ahead to not lose any positions. What was that? The grass caught me. So in the end of lap 5 I'm in P5. Now lap 7, and the Ferrari caught up to me. His top speed is magically fast and can pull a move on me, but I have a better run through on the outside of the turn and can stay ahead. Now running wide through Acqua Minerale, and the Ferrari gets ahead of me once again, but I am making a big send and can get P5. But now I'm ahead of 2 cars and before the start finish line where they can have DRS. That won't end good for me because I haven't got DRS. I can try it at least with overtake, but I think this won't hold any longer. As you can see, the Ferrari already makes the move, and now the Aston too, and I'm down to P7. So, and I make a spin. I spin it away. I lose 5 positions, around 5 positions, and I'm down to P13. No. Probably I just threw away the points. No. My teammate is trying to attack me for P13. I defend the inside into Tamburello and can stay ahead for the moment. I am still hoping for points, but it could be difficult in this race today. Setting a purple first sector in the meanwhile. Now in lap 10 running wide into Tamburello, and AlphaTauri gets ahead of me. So I'm down to P14. What's going on? It was Yuki Tsunoda running through this turn, getting a good run, and can re-overtake the AlphaTauri. He tries to spin me out, but I can stay ahead. Now again a slow McLaren. I try to overtake him and hoping that he's holding up the other guys. The AlphaTauri here at least didn't hold up. And we are now in lap 11. And the AlphaTauri caught up to me again. Next up ahead is Olli Bearman in the Haas. And Verstappen is in the pits. Max Verstappen in the pits. And Pierre Gasly too. This means 2 positions for me gained. But the AlphaTauri is close. Because Tsunoda's very close to me. I try to defend the inside and then move onto the outside. But the curb hops my car. And I have to cut a bit the first chicane. But it doesn't cost too much time to lose the position to Tsunoda. So meanwhile in lap 14, a Haas ahead, I'm closing that gap rapidly through the chicane. I nearly could make a move on the Haas. And again a slow McLaren, and we both overtake him with ease. And now I'm behind the 2 Haases of Kevin Magnussen and Oliver Bearman directly in front of me. A Red Bull pitted, and so I'm up to P10. And what's going on? The Haas slow. A Mercedes came out of the pits. I try to overtake him, but he squeezes me off the track, and so I have to wait for the next chicane to make the move. Making contact with the Mercedes, trying to make a switchback move, but it still doesn't work. Now he trying to make a small stunt into this turn and finally overtook him. And now I'm up to P8. 17 laps to go. In the end of lap 15, I caught up to a Haas and Alonso in the pits. This puts me up to P7, and also Olli Bearman went into the pits, and now the Mercedes of Antonelli caught up to me. On the straights, every driver can catch up to me because my top speed is not very good, but so I'm good in turns and I have a good cornering. So now I'm very close to the Haas, but the ERS isn't much. And the other Mercedes comes out of the pits, and I'm up to P6, trying to make a scent on the Haas. Big scent from very far behind, and it worked. I'm up to P5, but the Haas is re-overtaking me before the DRS zone, and now I can re-overtake a car through the final 2 turns, not making a bad run through the 2 turns. In the meanwhile, I'm up to P4, but switching off the ERS, only with few DRS, the AI can catch up to me again. So my top speed is very bad. Now trying to defend the inside of Villeneuve, and now running a bit over the grass to lap the McLaren for a 3rd time, I think. It's crazy how slow he is. And meanwhile we are in lap 18, and in the end of lap 19 I caught up to a AlphaTauri of Daniel Ricciardo, and I'm pitting also. So chose the soft tires. A little bit got hauled up by the AlphaTauri. And the pit stop doesn't count. The pit stop still doesn't count after the release. But I think it already got fixed in the 7.0.1 update. This is recorded before the new update. I don't know if it got fixed or not, but for this race now it still didn't got fixed, so I have to pit once again. And by the way, I came out in P10 and now I'm fighting with Max Verstappen for P9, and up ahead next is Daniel Ricciardo, who came out directly in front of him. So with 12 laps to go, hopefully I can still make up some moves. Through the chicane we go, I get a good run and catch up to the Red Bull of Max Verstappen a bit, but not enough to make a move. Braking very late through the final two corners, trying to spin him out again, but still no move on him. And have to wait and settle back with P10 for now. He ran away from me on the straights. Is sure because his top speed is much better than mine. But now through Villeneuve we go, and I finally can overtake him. He with running wide through the chicane, and he comes back on the outside in the next turn. But I squeeze him off the track. At least I try it, and I can overtake him, and I'm up to P9. Now through the chicane, what's happening? My car doesn't brake, and I lost several positions. A Haas crashed into me, and I nearly flipped the Alpine once again, like I have done in China. But I'm down to P14, and now I thought pitting for the second time to get rid of not counting the pit stop, and now changing to the medium tires and discount it for now. But I'm down to P19 and also lapped by Charles Leclerc. This won't be ending good for me. I mean, I won't get any points probably in this race. Leclerc now pitted, so I have lapped me back, but I'm still in P19. A Haas is in the gravel, and I'm now up to P18. At least one position I gained. And now on lap 25, he's trying to lap the safety car is out. I just wanted to try to lap the McLaren. I think I can lap the car, yes. It doesn't count as an illegal overtake. So now I can catch up to the Saubers of Carlos Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg directly in front of me. In the end of lap 25 on to lap 26, I caught up to them, weaving on the straights to gain temperature in the tires. And I run wide through the first chicane. The curve catches me a bit, but I can control the car. And now in laps 27, the safety car comes in, and what's the AI doing? They suddenly stop in the middle of the track, and I can't react. I can't avoid the crash, and I spin the Sauber of Nico Hülkenberg. And what's he doing? He's reversing. He's driving backwards off the track. The time before getting disqualified is not huge. 3/10 later, and I would have been disqualified. Crazy what's the AI doing? And the McLaren lapped me back, but he's 3 or 4 laps down, so now he is 2 or 3 laps down, I don't know. But he is slow, and the others are slow too. What are they doing? The leaders are going to lap us all. Both Ferraris and the Mercedes are now lapping. I'll try to overtake the Sauber, but it still counts as an illegal overtake. Sure, because I still didn't um, cross the start-finish line. What is the AI doing? Ah, finally! Now they are going faster. And I'm waiting for the start-finish line to overtake the Sauber and lapping the McLaren again. And I'm up to P17. What was going on there? I can't explain it for me. This was crazy, ridiculous, I would say, nearly. But I'm up to P17, and now the chance of points, of getting points, grow to a very big chance, making a big dive bomb on the other Sauber, and I'm up to P16. Up ahead next, McLaren, and the Williams spins, and I'm making up 4 more places. And on to lap 30 with 2 laps to go. I'm trying to overtake the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda with a not very legal way, but it must be to gain some points. Now up ahead next is Esteban Ocon. In the meanwhile, I'm up to P12, so 2 more positions gain and I would be in the points. Now send it down the inside of Villeneuve on Ocon, and I'm up to P11. Up ahead next is not a car I should fight with. It's Antonelli who is in P4. By the way, Leclerc lapped nearly every car except his teammate and both Mercedes. It's crazy what the others have done in these 2 laps. So in P11, 1 more position gain would be nice to get some points, to get at least 1 point. Making 2 pit stops and getting points. And the McLaren, I think, is holding up some cars. And now finally I'm up to P10. And onto the final lap we go. I have the chance to double the amount of points I have now. This is crazy. I would get 2 points in the 4th race of this career mode. After getting screwed over in the first 3 races, I finally can get some points. I hope, at least. Sending it down on the AlphaTauri, and I'm up to P9. To the final turns of the lap and of the race we go. Can I get P9, or is I suddenly magically fast on the straights to overtake me? I hope not. The Aston Martin is up ahead, not far away, but too far away to make a move for me. Now to the final turn we go, onto the straight for one final time, and I'm in P9, points in the 4th race. This will be very good for the championship, because finally getting some points. Here you can see the results of the other drivers. And in the Drivers' Championship, I will now move up to P14. This is good effort. And in the Constructors' Championship, Williams moves up to P8. Thanks for watching and goodbye.